Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum-bum. All right. All right. Now, I think anybody can talk on the stream. I don't know if anybody came into Twitch yet, but I don't think people know I'm even streaming today, so.
Yeah.
Never mind. I guess someone did. Hello, hello. How you doing?
Hey, Color.
What's up? How you doing? Dang, you guys always come in so fast. I haven't even notified the thing yet. All right. The hell?
I was still in work mode for my first 2 messages.
Fair enough. For your first 2 messages.
Good morning, Octavia AA.
Oh, what the heck? This is interesting. I'm pitched to help North May. We'll have upcoming this Friday. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Oh, shit. Huh. That is interesting. Okay. Sorry. There's just certain people that, like, I
This
forgot
color's good.
I forgot there was a lot of popular furries in my state that have a bit of issues.
Why does he sound like a steam engine?
Who, me? Oh, sorry, hold on, you're right. One sec. Sorry, hold on. See if I can Wait, hold on. Ah, fuck. I don't know if I can do that. Hold on. I don't know what that would even be by itself. I don't even know what sound they're using. Yeah, I was gonna pull up like the engine from fucking One Punch Man with King where he goes like but I don't know exactly what sound they use. Actually, I'm not sure what sound effect they use. It's a default sound effect. I just don't know what default sound effect they use. Trying to remember.
Well, with my super strength, speed, stamina, and the coal thing, I am practically a freight train. So if you are calling anyone a steam engine, it'll be me.
Is it this one? Nope. Yeah, I don't know what they use. Because I use a combined amount of sound effects, but I just don't know what.
Hi, Zen.
Yeah, I don't know what like they use exactly. Yeah, because they usually use like a pounding sound effect as well. I just don't know what the sound effect is. So I'm like, usually I used to be really good at like identifying sound effects and like songs and like notes and shit, but I've just gotten older, so my ears are much worse. I just accidentally closed the video we were supposed to be looking at today. Whoops. All right. Oh yeah. So also I'm not. Yeah. So I'm not allowed to talk about cubes anymore. I'm not allowed to talk about the word before that you usually put like cold cubes.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about cold cubes anymore because now there's a literal like there's now like not a law in place, but apparently like cold cubes will come out to like will actually like go to your home and arrest you if you like and quote unquote arrest. They ain't gonna leave you alive, let's be honest.
Shit.
Yeah, if you dare say anything about cold cubes, and unfortunately, due to the AI system that every fucking like social media website
they're now monitoring
has,
the media.
Yeah, so you know, it's like I don't like. Obviously, people had a huge problem with them repealing Section 230, so they just said, "Ah, fuck it." Like, so I guess it's just like it's like if they can remove the people that are going to fight against that, then yeah, it sucks ass now. So, oh well, yeah, but you can't. I guess you can't talk bad about them anymore, which is just annoying. Like otherwise, like I don't know, it's dumb as hell. I'm like, this is just like we're just like what else? What else could I say? We're like it's like we're in fascism now. It's like it's just fascism. Like it's authoritarianism. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. It's like it's just authoritarianism. It's like that's just where we're at by this point, It's like what else am I supposed to call it by this point? Like people can't even say things that they want anymore. Like and that was like the law is still there that you can say anything without like you can say anything without like companies being responsible and without them coming out to get you because that's like your First Amendment. But like
what if I go to a different country and say it?
Then you're fine. Like the only place you can't say certain things is in the United States. Like in China, you can't say anything bad about China, but I could say whatever I want about China here. I just can't say anything about like the US here. Or specific things that they deem not worthy. I don't know. I gotta just wait for like 50 million other people to be not afraid to say it first. And then like, it's not even the fact that I'm afraid that they'll come and get me. It's the fact that like their AI has
That's one of the stupidest law that I've ever heard.
Yeah, their AI has already destroyed like a shitload of other channels. And unfortunately, I'm an artist, so they have every reason. I'm not even necessarily an artist. I'm an art enthusiast, quote unquote, right? I'm an art enthusiast, so it's like social media has been trying to find any excuse to ban me or find any excuse to like ban like like artist. So it's like I just it's like like by this point I don't know. I for now until they have too many people to freaking have to go after, because the funniest thing is oh shit. Oh man. Oh no. Hold on. My freaking desk microphone like just unhooked. Shit. Hold on. Sorry. My desk microphone just unhooked itself. There we go.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. No, so I just have to wait for like a shitload of other people to like I have to wait for like a shitload of other people to say it first, so at the very least, I'm not just immediately targeted. And the AI takes a while to get to me, so but for now we'll just call them cold cubes, But second off, they're clearly being spread thin because what do you call it? They're clearly being spread thin because they like made a thing where it's like, oh, we'll have like 2 of these guys at a time coming to all these places, and I'm like only 2. I'm like, 2 people, huh? No, don't get me wrong. They have military, like cold cubes have military gear, but yeah. So literally, the next video I was going to watch was like this one that you guys submitted was based off of cold cubes, but I can't anymore because they now use the term. Um, but yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, even if they start doing this, I don't think it will work because like
If they're spread thin, then they're weakened. That's an opportunity.
yeah. Well, here's the problem. The reason why like people are like not attacking them or not like going after them and like swarming them is because of the fact that like if any of them get killed, like any of them, get like eliminated, they will like, it's like they like our current leaders will just like start up martial law. And with martial law, you don't have to. Sorry, guys, I forgot I was white for a second. You don't have to use like you don't have to use like a Hi, Infamous. How you doing? How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, you don't have to use like because you don't have to like follow certain laws. Like usually there's like with martial law, the last time that it was the reason why it existed in the first place was because Abe Lincoln needed to like cool everything down because like after after the Civil War or like
Do y'all like deer?
or
I see.
during
I get the thought process now.
yeah, it's like that's the reason why it existed was to like cool shit down so people wouldn't just destroy like businesses and like basically burn everything to the ground. But at the time, that was literally because like Civil War was around at the time, and people were people were just panicking like crazy. But like the problem is, obviously, we know that our current leadership is not going to do that. They're going to they're gonna wait for like one person or one person like under they're waiting for one of the cold
Yikes.
cube people to get shot and killed. They have to be eliminated first. They have to die. They have to their life has to end first before they do it. But then after that happens, then they'll just try to put in martial law. But luckily, shockingly, I know this sounds crazy, very shockingly,
we're practically in another civil war now.
Yeah, no cold cubes have been eliminated yet. That sounds crazy, but this is the reason why they're also trying to just really provoke people so they can just they start having these people knocking at their door and about to
that's horrible to hear. Dear.
Yeah, and trying to Sorry guys, I forgot I was white and trying to barge into their homes and shit. So at the very least these people can just so then they don't have a choice where it's where literal parents are going to want to protect the hell out of their kids and they're gonna pop these dudes it's so annoying because it had to get to the level it's gonna have to get to the level where these guys are having to barge into barge into their homes and someone is gonna have to and then a person is gonna freak out and pop them, and it's after that person gets popped or after that cube cold cube gets popped, all of a sudden all of a sudden they'll just how you say it, then then martial law will be put in place. It sucks. It sucks. It's people have tried so hard time and time again to
Did my Wi-Fi break? I was sick, but I took Dayquil on accident, so I can't sleep, but my head feels like it's pounding. Bleh.
Ooh, I'm sorry. Did my Wi-Fi break? What do you mean? Yeah, we're how you say it? Oh, hi Bullet Knights, how you doing? Sorry. Yeah,
not to be mean to interrupt, but I have a question. If I want to start animating, where should I start first? Also in drawing.
If I want to start probably Paint Tool Sci? Is that the new one? Hold on. Is it Paint Tool Sci? I can't remember. Clip Studio Paint. There we go. If you're on a computer, Clip Studio Paint is where you would start. Oh wait, no, that one's not free. That one's for 6 months though. You could get a trial for that for 6 months. There's also
Okay, things are loading again. We good.
What is the
Flip a Clip is good.
Flip a Clip? Is that the one? No, that's the app on your phone. That's the app on your phone. He's talking about like a professional one.
Flip a clip is great.
Yeah, there's Flip a Clip. That's good for your phone. But then if you need to have something for your computer, I really hope I did not just okay, whatever.
iPhone Bro.
Oh, you are on phone? Okay, yeah, Flip a Clip then. Flip a Clip's more meant for your phone. If you're for a computer, then GIMP. If you're just gonna do something like not animation
nice.
wise.
My presentation is going to play.
So yeah, but yeah, no, but anyway, yeah. It's annoying, man. The crazy thing is people have lasted a whole year, man. They've lasted an entire year. It's just
Okay, gotcha.
there's only so much that like how you say it? There's only so much like people can do with town hall meetings and shit. So, there's only so much people can do by just like talking to important figures, you know. It sucks. And
I hate Flip a Clip's layout though.
there's shitloads of groups that are going to try to counter like this current like leadership right now, but like they're counting on our current leader to pass of old age and put in Vance. Like that's what's happening. That's what they're counting on. There's always a Kim Jong-il.
One of the Batmen we have gave a good speech to their local government.
Right?
BTW, I was editing keyframes for 9 hours straight today.
Let's see. 9 hours straight? That sounds about usual, yeah. Usually it could take a few days depending on what you're animating. Hyperlink blocked. The Batman, we have a good speech to their local government. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Ugh. Fuck, man.
They make you pay if you want more than 2 layers of Flip a Clip. Sad face.
Oh, do they? I did not know that.
I'm
gonna swing. Okay, yeah, but anyway.
I'm tired.
Enough about that. Sorry. Enough about politics today. I don't know. I saw I just recently like was in the middle of like watching a interview between
Fuck, I coughed and God, it burns my throat.
I was watching like in between watching like an interview between Ethan Klein and Def Noodles, and I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be able, like, maybe I'm crazy, but like, so here's my number, so call me maybe. No, I may be crazy, but I don't think he's gonna successfully be a politician on either side.
I'm tired, boss. Can we just stop tearing each other apart for 5 years? I used to be nothing but the email guy, now I'm the IT Burns. Oh god, stop, help me, it burns guy, ah ha ha ha.
On. I'm tired.
NGL, random drawing apps are dear to me for animation.
Let's see. I'm tired, boss. Can we stop tearing each other apart for 5 years? I mean, the funniest thing is, to be fair, people had the opportunity for a political gridlock this year. They really did. And to be fair, like, everybody pretty much chose...
Flip lets you add audio.
Everybody chose not to be in political gridlock, which is fair because, like, that happened last time, or that happened, what do you call it, like 8 years ago, and then it's happening again, but this time, so people didn't want it happening again. Turns out, lo and behold, maybe political gridlock was a good thing. Like, I wasn't too happy about everything either, but I just, like, so I'm to blame too. I didn't vote this year, but I also, like, I didn't vote last year, but I would have voted for the wrong guy anyway. So it's like either way I lose. So, I don't know, man. And I know people do that thing where it's like, oh, everything was so obvious. Like, here's this and this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, I get
stream streak.
I get the idea. Like, at the time, like, I get the idea that at the time, like, he was sounding nuts, but you have to remember, like, every leader that we've had before has always just said a bunch of bullshit that they never actually, like, that they never actually commit on, all of a sudden, this is the only person that just like we've just
I'm
never
on
had
51
any
streams watched in a row.
we've never had anybody ignore the law. Like we've had nobody ignore the Constitution before. Like it's just it's not a thing American citizens ever could predict. Like you just don't have people just fucking breaking the law like 24/7 cuz that's the leader normally is the person that like adheres to it. We've had like very American type leaders, but like this guy is like we've had people have like been American type leaders, but at the very least, when it came to that kind of stuff, they would focus on things that weren't like that wasn't just breaking everything to pieces and never actually giving anybody anything. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know you guys always hate when I like fucking rant about this shit, but it's like it's just insane because like it's just never been
Bro is
heard
the William
of.
Afton of this stream.
Bro is the William Afton of this stream. I'm sorry. Am I? I apologize. I don't know. I know. You guys hate when I'm talking about this, but I'm like, I just think it's always just interesting.
I hope you make a D12 shaped dice holder out of cardboard.
If I make a D-shaped, D12 shaped dice holder out of cardboard, maybe. Actually, I've never seen that before, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I ain't living long enough to make it through the next one, so next group of leaders, but fuck man. What a way to what a time to go out on. I'll tell you that. Don't even go out at like on a time that don't bother with this. There's nothing going on in this background area here because you
Hi, it's me,
can't
Theory and
see
Claus.
it in the. Hi, how you doing? Furry that likes what the hell? Furry that likes NASCAR? Oh yeah, no shit. Pretty late likes NASCAR. I don't know if pretty late is here. They are not.
It's
Yeah,
damn near impossible to do that. I now like NASCAR.
it's damn near impossible to what live through this group of leadership right
I
now.
tried 3 times.
What? Oh, tried 3 times for what? Oh, for
Bingo.
the cardboard shape holder. I now like NASCAR. That's fair. Now, are you a returning visitor? Hi, June Buggy. How's work?
Hi,
How
laughing
is
face.
errands? How's your day in general? Ooh, update. Give me an update on give me an update on your wife. Is she okay? Sorry. If it's I should probably, yeah. I don't know if that's too personal. I just, I just want to make sure she, just quick update on it. If you're comfortable with it, of course, but,
Who? Oh yeah, she's doing pretty good. She's tired ASF, but okay.
Okay, good. Good. See, told you she would be fine. Sorry. I like, what do you call it? Yeah. So, I'm glad to hear that she's doing good, Told you. It's just, like I said, it's people, like I said, it's just when it comes to that kind of situation, it's just a bunch of fucking professionals going in and out, like trying to figure out like who's needed for what. So, and they're doing their job and it worked. So, sorry, I know that's not a fuck it. I'm not trying to be like an asshole. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm like, oh, I told you so. Fucking panicking about your wife. What a weirdo. No, I'm kidding. Imagine being in love. No. Couldn't it be me? Anyway. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. I'm sorry. Am I being mean right now? I don't know. Am I sounding like a dick? Like, if I sound like a dickbag, please somebody let me know, because I'm trying to add humor to the situation. If not, we'll just move on. Yeah. Also, Yeah, Prelate likes NASCAR. I don't know, have you been here, Furry, that likes NASCAR?
Some people are actually that much of a dick. I do know you're joking though. Nah, I laughed, lol.
Okay, cool. I don't know. Some people are actually that much of a dick. I do know you're joking though. I know. It's called Deaf Noodles. Apparently, like I know. There are people that are just like that. Like the cool thing is, what do you call it? The cool
Do you
thing.
remember me?
I I not really, to be honest. I don't remember your original username. I think like you'd have to remind me of a thing that you've done before here, because usually I remember by like events that have happened. So unless you haven't done anything super goofy yet. So, you know, some things you guys do are like group efforts. So, but occasionally one of you guys will just randomly take initiative to to torture me. So, what was I gonna say?
Oh wait, I almost forgot to pay my taxes.
Yeah, see, I actually funny thing, I haven't been getting my taxes digit. I didn't get my taxes yet, like my W-2 this year. Like, oh, sorry, Cloud Empire taxes. I thought you meant real life taxes. I'm sorry. Wow, I
Like
love
how you remember me
these.
constantly harming myself in some way. Accidentally, of course.
Like how you remember me harming myself. And yeah, well, Zen's the guy that makes like a bunch of really cool like Iron Man stuff, like crafty stuff, and then is like a real life superhero, and like a freaking, or the one that introduced me to that real life superhero stuff and hurts themselves. Prelate is the person that's like the techie like the
I used to be
archive.
Diana Estrada something.
Dana Estrada. Okay, that sounds more familiar. That sounds more familiar. I just have to remember what you used to do. Um, let's see. Then yeah, like Prelate was a is like an archivist. Uh, like Phones is the person that makes like is the depressed person that makes like the really fucking amazing artwork, like the really dark ass, like cool ass artwork
I have
sometimes.
no idea if Kohler remembers me, and if so, I don't know what for. And then Scodger Clause 106.
Scooter Claus. Okay, yes, I do remember you then. Yes. Um, I'm trying to remember what your iconic thing was though, because there's always something iconic that you guys have done now, if you guys have been here enough. Um, like freaking
God, I need to start editing stream more.
like
So you
June,
remember me more for my superhero career than my accident proneness.
like
Good to know.
June Buggy. June Buggy's first impression here was like for me to mess with her husband, her wife. God damn it, or his wife. God, I always forget who's the wife and who's the husband, or who's like the person I'm talking. I think I'm talking to the husband most of the time, or I don't know if it's two wives. I completely forgot. I don't remember. Like what? I can't remember who was the lesbian couple here. Because like we also had Jade. We also had, or not Jade.
We are lesbians, lol.
Okay, you guys are lesbians. Okay, see. Okay, so you guys are the lesbian couple. Okay, cool. Um, yes. Okay. So, yeah, that's right. That's right, because it was one of the wives. That's right. Okay. Yeah, and then the first impression was you like was you telling me to prank your wife. So that was pretty iconic, with like the cat and everything, and then me like adding all the weird sound
Gender is
effects
irrelevant anyway. It don't matter
and the
much.
ASMR thing. Yeah, but I mean, well, it is true, but like at the same time, I also just like I'm trying to remember who's husband, who's
Do I
wife,
leave?
who's women, who's men. Do I leave? No. Why would you leave? You don't have to leave, you know. Why would you need to leave? What was I gonna say? And then yeah. Infamous, I'm trying to remember what Infamous has done before. Infamous would always just make my little guys, like the little dudes on top of my head sometimes. That like because you've also made my little props all the time, but I'm trying to remember like what you've done that's been a bit more goofy.
Remember last time when I was here?
Or last time when I was here? Possibly not. I'm not. I have ADHD, so I probably it's very unlikely I will actually remember. Man, who else am I missing here? We are lesbians. Sorry. Come on and get all my
I don't know, I'm boring AF, so I probably haven't done anything iconic.
We are lesbians. Come on and get my family and friends.
The text for my presentation is going to be small with how big the window is. Just so you know, not too important.
I
said I was in 3rd grade.
I think of the We Are Family song, but it's like, we are lesbians. Grab all my families and friends. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I forgot to call it. Oh yeah, no. You shouldn't be on here. This is a TV14 stream.
I used to spam the. Sorry guys, I forgot I was white for a second. Every time I joined in, you identified me through that for a bit.
That's true.
You're the one almost as accident prone as me.
Yeah. Yes. What do I call it? Yeah, Scooter Claus, you're gonna have to bail. I'm sorry. You know, too young for the stream. I apologize.
Okay, bye.
You know, sorry. You know, my videos possibly in the future, but not my streams, sadly. My videos even are TV14 right now, but in the future, maybe they'll be for minors, but just for minors that are younger, but just for now, I can't. I just still am not very good at making stuff for anything younger than teens, so. Let's see, Bio Newman. I'm actually like trying to figure out everybody's iconic thing. Neon Sheep, are you still here? Who else is? Who did I miss? Who did I miss that's still here right now?
Me.
Mossy. You're always here all the time, but I'm trying to think of like an iconic thing. Even just a person that's been here a lot.
I probably haven't really done anything iconic though. Bianim on his IOR.
It's IOR. Yeah, I know that. What have they done? Was it the milk thing? Where like you would constantly send me the fucking Milk Please song? Who was that? Who was the person that would send me like, Mossy, what is your thing? I think your thing just is that you are here all the time. And like even with like the D&D stuff as well, like the D&D stuff you were also here for, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was also another thing. Like you were also, that's how you started, I think. Am I missing anybody else? I don't think I am. Yeah. Trying to think what you've done before that was like iconic. I think just being here all the time is iconic, but like, you know, what is a goofy thing you've done with me before? There had to be something. I'm not gay. You're gay. Get out of here, Plain Chan. Go have intercourse with your wife. I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, color, did you see my photography 3?
See my photography? No. In which chat did you post it in? If you don't mind me asking.
Art.
In art. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, I saw this. Yeah. Oh my god. Whoa.
Because I didn't know where to put it.
That's fair. That's fair enough. I mean, it does technically count as art, because it is, like, photography. So. Yeah, I mean, you know. It's about, yeah, I don't know. It's about what you expect. I mean, I always like, oh my god, wait, are these trees? Oh my god, I've never seen, whoa, this is crazy. I'm used to seeing cactuses, you know? These aren't trees, or these are cactuses. What are these on the floor? Oh my god, that's grass. Is that dirt? Is that grass? Is that water? Whoa, hold on, oh my god, this is crazy, man. This is a whole new world. There is no way this is in the US. Wow, oh my god. Are these are these like pine needles? What? Oh, these leaves? Wow. I've never seen this before. Oh, there's the sun. I'm familiar with that, you know, but
That got a good chuckle out of me.
what, wow. God, oh, whoa, look, there's roots growing out of dirt. This is amazing. My God, I've never seen this type of stuff before. My goodness. Jesus Christ. You're giving me jump scares here, man.
LMFAO.
There ain't no way. This is a fantasy world. There ain't no way. Look at this. You see that there's water and it has reflections in it. It's not dirty, muddy water or you know, a cactus doesn't absorb it. There's no creatures trying to like fight over it. Oh my God, what is this? What is this magical land? I've never seen it before. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm used to the sun reflecting off of things, you know. Wait, what do you mean? It's not supposed to look beautiful like this. It's supposed to be scorching me at you know, 120 degrees and giving me and cooking me alive. My God, where's the eggs? I don't see the eggs on the heavily paved sidewalk. The Oh my God. Oh, what is this place? Anyway. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, I'll stop. Anyway. No, it looks good. I like it. Yeah. I mean, I don't really see like nature that often, so believe me, I'm like, it is true because I do live in a desert, so it is nice to just sometimes see some greenery. So, you know, I just had to fucking pull that because like I do live in Arizona, so it's the one time. Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna give an eagle for some odd reason, and and what else can I use here? Uh, Let me give this one. Oh wait,
I also
oh
live
my
in a
God.
desert, but it's a cold desert, not a hot one.
Oh my God. Oh my God, a sprout of approval. I can give a sprout of approval here. Wow. This changes everything. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I could give a sprout of approval on your post. Hell, I'm totally doing that now. Hell yeah. Oh man. Just all comes full circle, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Uh all right. Hmm. Okay. All right. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick. I will be back in just a few moments. Y'all are gonna have to give me
He's gonna turn the Cloud Empire into a garden.
turn the Cloud Empire into
Ladies
a
and ladies and
garden.
ladies and ladies and ladies and ladies.
Ladies and ladies and ladies and ladies and ladies and ladies and ladies. You're right.
Landscaper color arc.
No, it's usually ladies and gentle ladies. That's usually what I call you guys. But you know, too bad. You are all
Money.
late. Congratulations. As in hurt themselves again. Yeah.
LOL. Fun fact: the spot with the bridges. So while I was getting the water pics, an actual professional photographer and a gross married couple came, so I had to run away from that spot cause social anxiety.
Oh, fun the fact with the bridges. So while I was getting the water pics, an actual professional photographer and a gross married couple came, so I had to run away from that spot because of social anxiety. See, now what would have been really funny is if you know what, never mind. I don't know. It's not that funny. I'm just like picturing somebody just like getting like ever so closer to like just ever so closer to just not like, I guess, like photo bombing the picture, but like in the background. So the photographer doesn't even notice. I guess they would just Photoshop you out anyway, but that would be really fucking funny. Or like or even better, just be like really meta about it and like take a picture of like the photographer taking a picture of like of the couple and be like, and they'll just be wondering what you're doing. It's like, oh, I don't know, just taking a picture of these trees. Take a picture of the trees behind you. Can you move real quick? And then just keep taking a picture of them. It's such a dumb fucking prank. I don't know. That would be kind of douchey though. I'd have to find a way to make that not douchey, because I'm trying to think of something that would be so harmless that it wouldn't really matter. Like, I don't know. I love me some harmless pranks. You know, as much as people don't remember this, YouTube used to have mostly harmless pranks before people were dipshits on Kick. So, just letting you know. So, I kind of wish that we had harmless pranks again.
I was crouched down on a rock taking a picture of water and they just pulled up and I booked it out of there.
Water on the crushing down on a rock and taking a picture of the water, and they just pulled up in it. I booked it out of there. Hmm. Well, I mean, you know, I don't think you need that to uh to be able to what's like a good thing of literature that I can use? Like a good reference there. I was gonna use some book, but I'm like, what's something that everybody has read before that is like that's like an iconic quote? Yeah, whatever. I was gonna use like a limerick from Emily Dickinson, but like I don't know what limerick to use there. That would have been funny. Oh well, whatever. What is like an Emily Dickinson quote that I can use like that people know? People know like the bees thing. Oh yeah, some coworker like last night or yesterday told me that you guys don't learn about Sacagawea for some odd reason now, which is kind of crazy. Because like it's kind of a very important thing in history.
Kohler IMA just asked what happened to you going to the bathroom.
Well, I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'm just freaking, you know, I'm just talking the whole time. I was gonna say something before I went to go use the restroom, but yeah. Sorry, I'm literally looking at like Sacagawea stuff.
I learned about
now.
her. OFC, I go to a private school, so.
Okay, good. Because I was like, Sacagawea is kind of an important person. Like, at least, she was. But I don't know. Apparently, like, people, or I guess apparently they don't teach her in schools because one of my coworkers, like, she told, what do you call it? She told, like, my boss that she actually never has, like, learned about Sacagawea before, which is kind of insane to me to think about. That, like, a very important woman in history, like, just kind of, it's just ignored. That's how exploration just kind of was able, that, I mean, that's how, yeah, I don't know, man. Just, you know, because I'm like, how do you, because Lewis and Clark, I feel like they would talk, like, they talk about a lot too. So it's like, you can't talk about Lewis and Clark without talking about Sacagawea, right? Or do people not talk, or do they just not talk about Lewis and Clark anymore either? I actually should have asked that too. Like, hmm.
Wasn't she the one on the Lewis and Clark expedition?
Yes, she was on the Lewis and Clark expedition. She's the one that helped, help them, not just die. If that makes any sense. Not even die, but like just make sure that, familiar land from a familiar person. Like, a guide. That makes any sense.
And ladies, finally found the clip link. Ladies clipped by M0SSYW0RM.
All right. Oh.
School didn't teach me about that, but I'm interested in history, so I know because I researched it. Girl was a girl boss carried a baby on her back while helping two duffuses explore the land.
Yeah.
They're mentioned some yums there used to be a unit on them, but I don't think Thosgen is taught it anymore.
It says explore the land. Yeah.
The video isn't showing.
I know it's not showing, I'm sorry. So apparently the reason why like they I guess stop putting like using it in the
Wait, they aren't teaching her anymore.
Yeah, no, they're not apparently. Yeah, it's the Department of Education has been so defunded that they're like overhauling how kids get taught in school, apparently even with history, which just makes no fucking sense. It's like we are literally in Nazi Germany right now. It's absolutely terrible. I don't understand like why it's always so annoying because I'm like, you know, an important figure like that in history just not being taught seems a little strange to me. You know, like it's has nothing to do that makes like, you know. Okay, ladies and ladies and ladies and ladies.
We talking about politics again?
Ladies and 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 ladies.
Beautiful singing.
Just the other person just going, beautiful singing. Yeah. Sacagawea is in politics. Sacagawea is
WTF.
Yeah, it was because I was
Beautiful singing.
Saying that. It was like someone in there just beautiful singing. Forgot what I was gonna say. Okay. I'll go use the restroom. I will be back. To be honest, like, how much time I'm going to actually be in that bathroom, I will extend the stream by that much. How does that sound? Here, I'm gonna actually play a long
The We're Living in NZI Germany bit is what I was referring to.
That we are living in Nazi Germany.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? 3.
Oh, yeah. I was like, Sacagawea is not politics. I'm like, they were around they existed way before that kind of stuff was ever brought up. So, hold on. Oh, apparently the sunglasses color emote has been used more than 36 times. Good lord.
No ads, please.
No ads? Okay. Alright, I won't play the ads then. I was gonna play like a 3-minute ad because I'm gonna be in the bathroom for a while, so, you know. Like I said, just so at the very least, but I'm like, so you guys would know when I'm back, but I won't play an ad then. How about that? The ad is probably going to automatically play at one point then. Because apparently when I play, like... Actually, you know what? You're right. Because when I play an ad, typically, it doesn't, how you say it, it doesn't, typically...
I prefer the silence over the corporate BS.
That's fair. That's fair. Here, I'll at least play some music in the background. Hold on. Let me play some music. Who do we want to play? Let's see here. You know what? Let's do Finn MK. I'll do his stuff. Hold on. I know his stuff isn't like the best, but it's something, so. Oh. Hmm. Okay, what happened to his original music? Oh, whatever, that should work.
Oh, nice music. I like this music.
Voices pound his head. He struggles forward through the dead. Every step a canyon, every foot a riverbed. When your sister needs you, you need a the Joker's crown. Even in victory, its appetite cloys, but a brother's fury it can enjoy. This kid is strong, but even he longs for home. Play the music so she can hear your voice. Play the music, cut through the noise. The thunderous clangor of an empty void. The world is brighter when we fill it with joy. The summer princess, caught and caged, barely conscious, sets the stage. Her brother and a demon crash like waves. Her eye at the keyhole doesn't know what to say. This kid is strong, but even she longs for home. Play the
This is what I wish my music feed would be like.
so he can hear your voice. Play the music, cut through the noise. The thunderous clangor of an empty void. The world is bright.
Instead, I get Cupid by 50/50 gay version.
We fill it with joy. Locked in battle,
I've returned from getting a beverage.
here's a song, lambent color, pure and warm. It's made stronger through harmony. Its silence broken with music free. Nausiki, 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 and they walk proud, and they sing out, and we play the music so we can hear your voice. Play the music, cut through the noise. The thunderous clangor of an empty void. The world is brighter.
My music feed is currently all Noah Kevin.
We fill it. Shazam Muziki. Play the music so we can hear. Shazam Muziki. Play the music, cut through the
What drink you got?
noise. The thunderous clangor of an empty void. The world is brighter when we fill it. Shazam Muziki. Play the
Water.
music so we can hear. Shazam Muziki. Play the music, cut through the
Replying to Zen the Vigilante. Water. Yup. Earl Kin I has sub. Replying to Infamous Introvert 2. Hello Kin I has sub. No, it's mine /J.
Shazam Muziki. Oh, Pavo Kala Tsuribie.
Amansi. Man, I made antlers for my goth furry mask, but they look weird. I should probs make them bigger.
Out here in the forest, trying to learn not to breathe. I hear
Cooler is taking an awful long time in the bathroom.
it's as if it comes from the trees. I'm on my way to you. Something in the way that you move, I won't let go. You still are my home. A lavender
Replying to M0SSYW0RM. Cooler is taking an awful long time in the bathroom. And
and it feels like you're still here. Remember
are you bored already?
how I made you laugh with every little motion, foolish in the way I act, but it's how
Maybe.
I show emotion.
And he's taking a long time in the bathroom.
Feels the laugh, no anchor to my motion. I wonder if you feel it back. Can I earn your devotion?
Patience is a virtue. 5.
Alrighty. I am back.
Out here in the
Told y'all it would take a while in the bathroom.
we're on a road you can't see.
And a skill. 4, 3, 2.
The spirit sort of
What are you counting down for?
I am patient. I'm just pointing it out.
Yes.
Welcome back. 1.
I did say I would take a while in the bathroom, to be fair.
Happy New Year.
New Year's already existed for a while.
Welcome back. You have a good body. Joke.
but it's how I show emotion. And lately all I feel is the lack, no anchor to my motion. I wonder if you feel it back. Can I earn your
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna finish this song first, and then we'll move to the next thing. Holy shit!
Hey, I meant Chinese New Year.
MK has improved in music. Holy fuck! This dude has
Yeah, it's vibey.
improved in
Set face.
motherfucker. My goddamn boom arm. No. Shit. Hold on. Oh, shit. Hold on. I have to undo my boom arm for just a sec. It's like loosen it up a little.
What?
Wait. Let's get the boom arm back on. Ah, fucking hell. Hold on. My microphone.
Classic color stream technical difficulties.
God. It's more like physical difficulties. Hold on.
LOL.
Why is it like this? Hold on.
remember how I made you laugh.
All this loosen. This thing falling apart on me, so I'm like trying
But it's how I show emotion. And lately all I feel is the laugh.
Ah, shit! Oh man. Alright, well at least it's right here now. So hold on. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then I can hook this back on.
You okay, color?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just my boom arm. I don't know how I sound right now, but hold on, I'm trying to just lock this back in real quick. Let's get my boom arm back in there. Am I stupid? Hold on. Trying, at least. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's back being tight again. Okay. Just like my butthole. That's fucking weird even for me to say.
Out in the open sky. She's near, she's near, she's near.
In there. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, it's popped back in.
You may be tough, but you are blind to where we travel to. To reach the underworld, we need to find a guide for you. Pabo, it's it's time to call a favor, old as time itself. Look up to the place you were born, then bellow your prayer and kick in the door.
Hold on, I'm locking it back in. Hold on, 1 sec.
My sister's lost in the nether, inverted backwards forever. She's trapped a trick from
There we go. Okay, perfect. Alright, it's back to normal. Okay. Now, as long as I don't do that again, it should be fine. Dang, what is this music from? This is like really beautiful. What is this from? This guy has to be making music for like TV shows now. There's just no way. What is TLOP? This is definitely like from a show, I think. What is TLOP?
You'll see your sister once again when you have passed away.
Sorry, I have to know what TLOP is.
My heart beats in my chest now, but it'll stop if I cannot get down.
LOP. The Life of Pablo. Kanye West. This doesn't sound right.
In high school there is a foreign language requirement and I know for sure I'm not going to do Latin because I fear if I do I may mess up and accidentally summon a demon.
What? In high school, there is a foreign language requirement, and I know for sure I'm not going to do Latin because I fear if I mess up, I may accidentally summon a demon. That or Julius Caesar from the dead. Anyway, that doesn't even make any sense. That's not Julius Caesar. That's fucking That's not Julius Caesar. That's fucking. Don't tell me. It's Oh my god, who the fuck is a Latin writer? Why am I so fucking stupid? Latin writer. Fuck is his name? Like it's the book, but like. Is it Julius Caesar? It might be just Julius Caesar. I'm just an idiot.
I know a little Latin, Spanish, Runic, and a little Morse code.
Runic and a little Morse code. That's fair enough. It's not Julius Caesar. Like, because Julius Caesar's the one where he got stabbed by Et tu, Brute. Like that's he got fucking stabbed by his own fucking friend. The fuck? What is the one where they like summon demons? Hold on. Like you learn, like you read it in like fucking junior high. What is the name?
ADHD moment.
Yeah, it is an ADHD moment, but like... Is it the Lesser Key of Solomon? That doesn't sound right, but... It might have been that. It's just a fucking magical...
Uneasy face.
What the hell is it? No, the Seal of Solomon is just a fucking magic spell. What am I thinking of? What's the story? Like... Fucking whatever. I don't know. And
Replying
no,
to Zen the Vigilante. I know
yeah.
a little Latin, Spanish, Runic, and a little Morse code. Straight face,
Yeah,
slash, straight
no,
face,
it-
slash, dash,
And
dash,
also,
slash dash.
Also, no, it's not. What do you call it? Also, no, it's not Hercules. That's like the stupid fucking Disney version. I'm not thinking of fucking Hercules. If anybody's thinking Hercules, I'm not thinking of like Greek mythology either. I'm thinking of like, you know, I'm not thinking of Adam and Eve. I'm trying to.
UIKCGCG.
UIKCGCG? I don't know. I don't know. It's like, it's a fucking Latin, it's a Latin book where they like summon demons, but I don't know why I can't remember it.
This sounds like one of those fan-made Camp Half-Blood songs, NGL. Now that you mention it. Or...
Bobble the boy born by the moon.
Oh yeah, that's right. This was when I was fucking
That'll
struggling.
take me forever to translate, so I'm not going to right now. Send it to me in a DM, and I'll do it when I have time.
Good.
He fights for me, he fights
That's
for
the
you.
wrong place.
A grin that stretch
That's...
I don't know what it is, so I am just stay quiet.
he carries
No.
KK.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
1,000 voices shout the way.
Alright. Alright.
For fast as sound.
Let's get this done as fast as possible. Did I ever beat this? I didn't, did I?
Seen someone so brave.
Fucking Christ. Fuck.
Even the spirits
Fuck.
when it comes.
And I'm fucked. Alright. Let's try that again. Can I, like, load save state by, like... Hold on. Can I load save state by, like, with my controls? Start, enter, up, down. Try to see if I can cheese it a little. The answer is no, I can't.
You still haven't finished this. Weren't you doing this last week? I'm fairly sure you can skip it. I don't think anyone would care.
Yeah, that's true, probably. But I am too stubborn, so I at least want to give this a few more attempts. Jesus fucking Christ. Got that. No! Ah, this motherfucker. Hold on. Okay. Oh, God. Get it when I have 2 left. Nope. Oh my god, please. Please just get rid of Rillaroo. Please get rid of Rillaroo. Please. Come on. Okay. There. Oh my god, I fucking did it. Okay, finally. Christ. I had to cheat as like hell to do that, but fuck it. Oh my god, I fucking actually
But I
did
want to see
it.
your reaction to the progress on the Metals and MK1. I'm really proud of it.
The Metals and MK1. Mortal Kombat 1? Wow. Okay. Alright. There. Fucking did it. Now, nobody used that redeem until, like, you know, get, like, wait until way longer time. Jesus Christ. Fucking, yeah. So much. I had to cheat like hell to do that, but I'm sorry. Like,
What if I
that
just-
counts. That counts as a redeem.
I have the
so.
opportunity to do something funny.
Alright, let me go to Zen real quick and then we'll... Where exactly did you post your metal machine at?
Color is just my go-to podcast.
Just my go-to podcast.
It's the video that's in screen. Hello, fellas.
Oh,
Like I am
okay.
doing everything and in between. Hi.
Doing everything and in between. Fair enough. Oh yeah, and other good news, apparently one of my fucking, you know, found out that, well, I guess you guys already saw that on the Discord, so I don't even have to really say. But I'm gonna give like a brief version of it. Freaking, fucking Nux, Asmon Garbage, Def Noodles, fucking, like Tactical Templar, all these fucking douchebags. Like 2 out of the like one of them is like a pedophile, the other one is like a pedophile, like a person that like makes like a safe space for pedophiles. One of them's like a fucking, one of them uses AI, and then like the other one, and then there's one more, and then one is like being accused of pedophilia. But even if he's not, like, the guy is losing all of his like pillars and his fanboys that keep him relevant.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, right? Honestly, the same people that used to call me a pedo, you notice how they're all
Yeah.
fucking pedos? Like, you notice how they're all like pedos or wife abusers? Oh, sorry, one of them's a wife abuser too. Sorry. So, you know, like it's crazy. And of course, a fucking ad plays with that kind of shit. Anyway, wait for that to finish.
Add over.
Okay,
Add over.
cool. Let's just play this again. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Is it supposed to have sound? Or is it just... Okay. Probably not supposed to have sound. Let's see. Let's see. The start of... Hold on. The start of the Metal Zen project... Hold on. Let me get some rock music in here. 1 sec. Hold on. Me... Hold on 1 sec.
It's just a slideshow, because I didn't know how to do that.
That's fair. Hold on. We can fix this. Let's see, where is it? Let's see if I can find it here. Probably can.
My brother texted me asking what the definition of sad was and I responded no and then he replied with having her 5th anniversary and Valentine's Day with her wife in the hospital. Like men don't rub it in, bro.
Let's see. My brother texted me what the definition of sad was, and I responded no, and then he replied with having your 5th anniversary and Valentine's Day with your wife in the hospital. Jeez. Jesus Christ, that sounds psychopathic. Why the hell would he say that? Sounds kind of mean, but I don't know. Maybe that's an inside joke. Hold on 1 sec. We need the proper music for this. Hold on.
What an asshole.
Yeah, he sounds kind of like a dick. Sounds kind of like a dick move, but it's all right. Well, it's not all right. I'm just... Ow, damn it. Okay. Hold on. Trying to see if I can find it. Where are you, Caleb Hiles? I mean, totally mysterious rock person. That's not the right one I was looking for. Hello? Can I actually look for it on the list, or are you just gonna be a bitch? Nope, that's a cover. That's another cover. That's another cover. What the fuck? Oh, man. Where's the original music I saved? Did I not use a... Huh. I guess I just never... Oh no, here it is. Alright. Alright, here we go. Let's see if it'll work.
Anyway, I think that, I don't know. Wade is a proto-gen, just an over-engineered robot? Creature of steel.
Probably. Kinda. Hold on, we're gonna pull some, like, crazy music here real quick. Come on, music, play. It's trying to do, like, a giant-ass playlist, and it doesn't help that I have other tabs open right now. I might just have to close these for now. Come on. There we go. The start of the Metal Zen project was me wanting to build an exoskeleton for my superhero identity. Wait, hold on. Shit. Hold on. So I got to work. The second half of the first leg is completed, but soon after it broke because I failed to analyze the metal. After replacing the broken half, I moved on to the fittings initially made from metal. I am getting distracted by the lyrics. Hold on. Hold on. Oops. Hold on. Let's see. Sorry. After replacing the broken half, I moved on to the fittings. Initially made from metal, I replaced them from leather ones for a better fit and more comfort.
Haha.
After replacing the broken half, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Oops. Sorry. Wait, did I already read this part? Ow! I just fucking smacked my face into the freaking metal. Alright. Alright. To prevent harming myself when in the exoskeleton, I rounded off the joint and made the ends into eyelets for the leather fittings. I acquired a good piece of scrap that fit my leg fairly well. After some modification, it was ready to attach to the frame. This is hella sick. Once completed, it looks good and is hopefully protective. A little a little uncomfortable, but that will be fixed in the MK2. Well, that's neat. It's pretty fucking sweet looking. It looks like a metal leg, like what do you call it? The metal leg, like looks like it was like from a knight, like from knight's armor. Like, how do I say this? Like the kind of fantasy knight armor that they usually use. It looks really cool. It does look like an actual like superhero outfit. Like it looks pretty awesome.
Our sneeze is contiguous because I sneezed the second after.
Nice.
I am basically a poor Iron Man.
Yeah. It's alright. Who wants to be a rich Iron Man nowadays? They call that Lex Luthor. I mean, Jeff Bezos. Okay. I can put this music away. This music is epic as hell, but yeah. Anyway. Did that make it better? Wow. The spinning fish. Oh.
Welcome back to the real life super. Oh, one sec. Welcome back to the real life superhero iceberg.
This guy, is so fucking dedicated to this, and I always like. It's always such a joy to see this guy around. Such a joy to see this guy's videos again. So.
That's right, superheroes in real life. We're covering everything from people who dress up like a superhero and go out to help people like me, all the way to weird psychic government experiments. Now we're on part 4 right now, so if this is your first one, you're
Jeff Bezos, I got an Amazon Echo Dot 5th Gen, and it's giving me sound via Bluetooth. The dongle I got. Oh, yikes!
in the wrong place. Go back to part 1. All right, we're good. Okay, now let's get on with part 4.
Jeez. I forget that there's so many of these guys that I forget that there's gonna be so many analyses of these types of things again. But it's okay. It's the one that lets me actually like just sit back for a moment and like actually just draw.
So we're going back in time for these next few superheroes to start the iceberg out. First, the hero known as Captain Sticky. After his peanut butter and jelly themed superhero gimmick, it's not for anything weird, alright? Last player,
See, I thought something like that.
the
but...
Fox, who was active in the 60s and the 70s, but Captain Sticky covers the 70s and the 80s. At this time, there was still more wild experimentation with the idea of RLSH that I would like to see make
I must say I am an
honest,
but I'd
like
be
the
a bigger
Fox
a-hole if I was
focused
rich.
Usually a lot of these, usually a lot of niche like fandoms like this, they always start in the 80s, and then like the internet just revived a lot of old like fandoms back in the, or like old fandoms. Like, and I feel like a lot of them would just not exist if it wasn't for like, if it wasn't for the internet. Like, because the furry fandom was the same way. It started in the 80s and like became really popular, and then it died off again. And then all of a sudden now it's more popular than ever. You know. I mean, it took a while for it to be more popular than ever, but it revived the fandom. This is just the same thing. It's like, it's just, you know, I'm assuming the RLSH community was like that, where it like started just basically like
Fandom. DOM in Polish's house. I'd say that's not a house.
dumb in Polish house is a house. That's a house. What's a house? I must say I am an a-hole, but I'd be a bigger a-hole if I was rich. I wouldn't call you that. Like, people that are assholes are people that don't have empathy. Like, unfortunately, there's an entire organization now that literally had to be that had to be built because like the
We've always been
future
here, just more prominent
generation.
after the advent of the internet.
We've always been here, just more prominent after the advent of the internet. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying it probably like revived it again. It revived a lot of niche interests. Let's see, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing, man. I mean, for now, I would say that, like, yeah, I mean, you know, as long as you have empathy, you're not usually a dickhead, you know? Human empathy is, like, the most important thing to ever have in our lives, and the fact that, there is now just, like, a whole organization to counter the people that are trying to destroy empathy, turning point, you know, called, I think it's Humanity Association. There's a few of them. There's ADL, there's Humanity Association, and then there's the trying to remember who the hell was the person that was the counter to them. Let's see. Who are these guys? I forgot. Who is the counter group to them?
Anyway, I'm a furry, right? So, like, am I a good one or not? Are you even talking about furries right now or something?
No, I'm talking about just human empathy right now. Because someone said that they were an a-hole, but I was like, nah. If you were an a-hole, you wouldn't even notice. You know, a-holes never, like, assholes never freaking, like, they never admit. It's like a racist. A racist never admits that they're racist. You know, it's like you can call a person racist, but they will, like, and even if there is a bunch of facts calling them a racist, they are never going to admit that they're a racist. Let's see, hold on. But I'm trying to find the organization. Oh, I donated to them. What am I talking about? Hold on.
I mean, if you're an asshole, you wouldn't be self-aware enough to know that.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. Let me
Where's this convo?
Where's this convo? We're talking about human empathy right now. Is it...
I stepped out for like 2 minutes.
It's ADL. Net Choice? Is that one? This is a different one. What was this one I donated to? Oh, this is the one that actually... That's for... Okay, never mind. This is the Section 231. Never mind, sorry. Hold on. This is the one where you try to get, like, pay for people's court, like, hearings for Section 230, which we need.
No crash out, please.
I'm not gonna crash out. Hold on.
Oh, I was forced to watch the Turning Point halftime show because my family is heavily Republican.
Yeah, well, they're gay. They're a bunch of... They're gay as hell if they gave a shit about, like, if you really, like, okay, you watch, like, the Super Bowl for football, like, literally, like, for, like, 2-3 hours, I don't know
Anyway,
how long.
I remember telling people IRL that I'm a furry now and they weren't scared. I guess that's something.
I don't remember how long, like, the Super Bowl is, but, like, it's like you're watching, like,
Can we resume the video?
hours.
At least once the conversation is done.
Yeah, don't worry, we will, Zen. Like, you're watching literal hours of a football game. It's like, why the fuck? Like, you're watching hours upon hours of, like, a football game. Like, and you're there, like, and the fucking little, like, you know, fucking 15-minute, like, halftime show, like, where a bunch of pop stars are, like, singing, like they do every year. Like you're gonna bitch about that this year after fucking over God knows how long they've been doing that for. I'm like, they didn't bitch when Taylor Swift was on, like, when Taylor Swift was, like doing the Super Bowl. They didn't bitch when Lady Gaga was doing the Super Bowl. They didn't bitch when Black Eyed Peas was doing the Super Bowl.
I got invited to a watch party. I'm not interested in sports, but there was barbecue, so I went.
Yeah.
Oof, the halftime show at the Super Bowl was great in my opinion this year.
Yeah, it was just very positive. I'm not going to lie. I don't really think Bad Bunny's music is all that great, but I thought it was positive. Like, it was a very positive show. It was like all about unity. Like, somebody literally had, like, one of the celebrities got invited to their wedding, and he went like, no, you're gonna come to the Super Bowl, and you're gonna have, and like,
I haven't gotten to watch it yet.
and you're gonna have, like, instead of me performing at your wedding, you're coming to the Super Bowl for me to perform here, and everybody gets to see you get married. Like, that's so fucking wholesome. And that was a legit marriage. Like, that was actually people getting married. Like, I just don't think people understand. Like, I haven't gotten to watch it yet. The music's not great. I'll say that. The music wasn't amazing, but the message was very beautiful. Like, or it was a very wholesome message. It wasn't like, because this could have been like a whole fucking, how do I say this? It could have really been one of those things compared, like how it was last year, where Kanye was like shitting on like Drake, I think, like the whole time, where he was like, yeah, fuck this guy, fuck everything, fuck all the bitches that doubted me, all that type of shit, right? But then this year, fucking Bad Bunny just brought, I didn't like, you know, he just brought like his whole message was like unity. Like, it was all about unity. He had like his own.
I did see a
like,
picture of the people dressed as bushes running off the field.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking crazy, yeah, because like the whole setup was like all the grass and shit. I didn't even recognize those were like people until after somebody like posted that, and I was like, wow, that's some fucking dedication right there. And yeah, no, like it looked like a setup, like for what do you call it? Looked like a setup for like Latin America. Like,
positivity is sorely needed these days.
Yeah, it was like just it was like a message to like Latin American culture, but not even Latin American culture, Puerto Rico culture, which is a part of America. It was a part of literally like US culture, but like they just
All right, why is it that furries aren't hated like that? I mean, like, they're more accepted today. Like, did they realize that furries are mostly wholesome or whatever?
No, it's because YouTubers started becoming it's because YouTubers started becoming furries. That's why. Like, it's literally because of people like the Odd Ones Out. I'm sorry, but like, it's like, if it
Does
was
anyone ever get so annoyed when someone makes fun of when an old British book uses gay as in happy, so you switch to old Chinese novels but have to deal with men kissing on the cover?
Wait, what? Wait, what? What are you talking about? When he makes fun of an old British book, uses gay as happy, so you switch to an old Chinese novels, but I have to deal with the men kissing on the cover. What? Like, am I crazy? Hold on. Actually, here you go. You wanna know why furries are so popular right now? Or why they're mainstream at the moment? It's because of this. This is why they're mainstream. It's literally just because of like, it's because of
I used
this,
to watch The Odd Ones Out, but not anymore.
It's just because of like of this whole thing, like an influencer or like some content creator joins the furry fandom, then they become more popular than they ever were, then they have allegations against them, and then they leave the fandom,
Cat, laughing
and
face.
then a new person comes in and it just rinse and repeat, right? Like, this is the vicious cycle. It's like some content creator, fucking a bunch of content creators joined, and a lot of like people that people genuinely liked first. And to be honest, again, the reason why is because
OMG,
it was
the voices are furry.
yeah, it was because of like a more positive content creator like made a video about furries. That's why, because for years people made content about like furries, right? But everyone would call them cringe and shit. But I have to thank the Odd Ones Out for at least like be like for making like, or for being more positive about the furry fandom. Because of that, everybody changed their like switch their like flip their switch on furries after that. because the guy, like, because, you know, the Odd Ones Out is a very, like, known as, he was like an Arizonan, right? So even at the time, an Arizonan person was not known for being nice. Let me say that. Like, so, you know how, like, there used to be the stereotype of the New Yorker that used to be, like, that, like, would just kind of, like, say, that would just kind of be a dick, like, all the time, but not, like, but just because that was just the way that they used to greet each other. Arizona used to be like that, but just a little bit more tame. Where people would just keep their distance, like, 24/7, and like everybody would have to like space themselves out and like actually
Nice. It's raining here.
and people would actually it's
So,
raining
like, are they
men.
mainstream at the moment? Why are they mainstream adjacent though?
Odd Ones Out, that's why. Odd Ones Out, and then after that a bunch of YouTubers made it mainstream. That's what happened. A shitload of YouTubers started doing it, and then that exploded out and branched into like celebrities and shit, right? It started with Odd Ones Out, then it started with every other YouTuber, then it started out with, then it like, what do I call it? Then it became like, then it was Pop Stars, and then after Pop Stars was like, who was after Pop Stars? Then after Pop Stars, it's just mainstream. So, it's like, that's what happened, pretty much, you know? Hell, even politics are getting into it, but I don't like that. I'm sorry, I don't like that there are politicians like even trying to talk about
Mostly just a chain
furries.
reaction in the media.
Yeah. I don't like in the future that we're gonna have like people genuinely trying to be like trying to fucking like discriminate against furries. Like I mean I get like I mean, you know, it's a fandom, not like a it's a fandom, not a fucking like race or gender or anything. So it's just gonna be really fucking weird. Right now they're trying to like villainize the LGBTQ plus community, like in general. Like burned furs are coming back. Like I'm sorry to say,
MHM, so furries aren't even hated outside of people who got no life on the internet.
aren't even hated outside of people who got no life on the internet. Well, people had misconception of furries for years. People always just thought that they were like dog fuckers, but that's obviously false. People thought that they were zoophiles, but obviously that was false. And now that now that the curtain has been lifted and everybody like actually all these like YouTubers went to these furry conventions are like, oh, so what's the furry fandom like? And basically all these people had like IT jobs and like were veterans and like people that were just like a bunch. They're like, you know, obviously there's like a shitload of like
Sometimes,
gay dudes
kids still bully others for being furry-like.
being furry like. Yeah, I mean, again, it's always going to exist, but like think about it this way. People used to make fun of each other for video games and even anime. I know this sounds crazy, but at a time, if you ever talked about anime, you would be bullied so heavily. Like anime, you would be bullied so fucking much in school if you ever talked about anime. Like, it was so fucking wild. Like, you ever talk about anime, like, people would just laugh at you because it was like some wild Japanese cartoon that just made no sense. And it was kind of hard to convince people because at the time, like, you had these dubs of anime that was like Speed Racer and even Dragon Ball Z, where the dubs would be so bad it would be like I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
mainstream even 20 years ago. Anime being widely accepted is very recent.
Yeah, it is. It's extremely recent. That's why it's like it's, you know, gaming and, you know, again, anime just has started becoming a common thing. So it's like it's the same shit. It's like people started people started hating on it, and only the
I'm in a religious
nerds
school and household, so default can't be a furry, hell even LGBT+.
only the nerds like it. So how do you say it?
Damn, furries going mainstream ain't on my 2030s bingo card, I guess.
Yeah.
By the time I'm 20 or something, I'll see them in like, Drunka.
Well, so here's the what do you call it? So here's the sorry, let me back up first. So yeah, I don't know. It started with gaming, and then like, you know, it used to start with like everybody used to be nerdy, and then you would make fun of people would make fun of the nerds, but then eventually some cool person would do it that has like some kind of popularity like to the general public, and then the general public not general public, but a niche thing. And then the niche thing would become a go to like pop stars see it, then pop stars like start doing the thing that the niche person does, and then after the pop stars it goes to mainstream. You know, pop stars, celebrities, like actors, whatever you want to call them. You know, essentially that's how it works. It always has worked that way, and it will forever work that way. Even with how much people
Well,
talk
if you're not done in
about...
2 minutes, I'm doing the redeem to start the video. Genuinely no rush, just letting you know.
Oh, I know. I'm probably not going to be, what I call it, sorry, one more thing. Yeah, so with the whole furry thing, I even think that, like, right now, burn furs are coming back. If you guys don't know what burn furs are, they are anti-gay. I'm not joking you. It's insane. They are anti-LGBTQ, and I am starting to see it, because if something like Fox News is starting to interview like furries in like a furry convention, there's a problem. I'm sorry, but like, I'm sorry, not sorry, but if Fox News is like interviewing people at like furry conventions, there's a problem. Burn Furs are trying to come back, and they're trying to kick out the LGBTQ plus people out of the furry fandom, which is insanity, because we're the ones that made that shit popular in the first place. And I'm getting fucking, like, I'm actually gonna lose my shit if I, like, I'm gonna lose my shit if, like, if they kick us out. So, just saying. It's the reason why I'm always a little... this is kind of the reason why I'm really turning into an anti-furry, because it's just like, I'm not a fan of Nazis. So, anyway. Nazis and pedos, let me say that. I'm not a fan of either of those.
On interrupting environmental pollution, and Captain Sticky, he had a PB&J launcher attached to the front of his car, and he would shoot vandals that he caught. He also was a political activist standing up for, scammy car sales.
Sorry, shoot vandals? Oh my god.
Salesmen or abusive nursing homes. In 1977, he even started a statewide investigation on nursing homes that led to meaningful laws being changed. He was a very bombastic character all in all, and the launcher on his car wasn't the only peanut butter and jelly themed weapon that he had. He had just a launcher to carry, and he even had allegedly PB&J grenades.
You're turning into
His
an
inventions were so bombastic that when he was driving his...
Damn.
Wait, you're turning into an anti-furry, so you're gonna hate me for existing? Not like that, no. How do I say this? I just don't like a lot of the direction that furries are going into right now. But it's specifically, I have a hatred for like IT furries, which is like a mass majority of the fandom right now, because they forget where they started, and they forget like who was there, they just kind of like don't recognize that they're leaving behind like a group of people that, made furries like as colorful and as bombastic and expressive as they've been. Artists, they're
I think of it as an anti-hero, like Still does the thing, but in a different way.
I think of it as an anti-hero, like Still does the thing, but in a different way. Are you talking about the PB&J guy, or talking about me? I don't know. I'm not a person, like I said, I really don't, like, in the future, if I I might make fun of furries.
Anti-furry thing.
Yeah, anti-furry thing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not doing things because of the fact that, like, I'm not doing this because, like, just to be a jerk to furries, just because. I'm doing this because I need to call out the fandom for being just a bag of selfish, greedy douchebags. It's like, that's the problem right now, because it's specifically because the burned fur is coming back. That's the problem right now. I'm not a fan of them coming back. Like, that's the main reason why I'm probably going to do that.
It's just keeping people in check.
Yeah, like I said, if the burn furs start getting like a really big like following again in the furry fandom, I'm not going to identify myself as a furry anymore, because like I don't want to be associated with them.
Calling out the Dayak heads.
Yeah. I don't want to be associated with the literal Nazis. Not happening.
Sticky Mobile around one day, he attracted the police to escort him because they just assumed that the vehicle was transporting somebody important from the Navy. Sadly, Captain Sticky would pass away in 2003 at the age of 57 from heart complications.
Oh, poor guy.
His wife, Lynn Shiloh, said that his dream was to alter the course of
OBTW,
history.
Fuller, I think I
And
made
Shiloh
it.
said that he
Like
was a
brain
huge
says no
man
love,
with
arrow
a huge
ass,
heart.
but brain also
filled
says women.
By the way, I think I may be like my brain says no love, arrow ace, but brain also says women, so okay. Well, I mean, you have to also, again, like, it's like, what, like, are you attracted to anybody just by looking at them? Let me say that. Or has somebody, like, really, like, mesmerized you lately? Like, because of just because of, like, their personality. Like, cause that's how that happens. Where did Shaggy go? Oh, there he is. I was like, Shaggy, where are you?
Love for everyone. And evidently, Captain Sticky has done quite a lot of history changing, as without him, we wouldn't even have the whole RLSH community as a whole. He was one of the originals.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. There's the guy that started it all. Captain Sticky.
I may be in denial.
Oh, he had his own theme song and everything. That's crazy, dude. And I may be in denial. What, that you like women? It's okay. If you're straight, you know. Is what it is. Or wait, are you lesbian? Wait, hold on. Wait, are you a woman? I forgot. Sorry, I always forget, like, who is
Hi,
who.
color.
Hi, bro, Tig. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Sorry, I forget who's a woman and who's a dude and who's non-binary.
So, if you do become an anti-furry, then will you bash me for being a furry? Yeah.
Not really. No. I'll probably make small jokes, probably. But, like, I don't know.
I be a woman.
You're a woman. Okay, so you're into other women. Okay, so you're lesbian then. Okay, cool.
A romantic, lesbian.
A romantic lesbian. So you're, yeah. If you're into women that way, and you're like, you know, if you're into women that way and you're attracted to them by just looking at them, then yeah, you're definitely just a lesbian. Like, you know, if you're physically attracted to people like women, then you are definitely a lesbian. If you are, you know, if somebody
So Miss Me Color.
emotionally mesmerized you. So miss me color? Of course. I miss all of y'all sometimes. You know. Of course.
But I get this very easily and I sometimes don't get jokes.
But I get pissed very easily and I sometimes don't get jokes. Yeah. I mean, that's, you know, you have to sometimes learn jokes though. I know you guys aren't used to this, but like, you know, back in the day when people used to like, you know, when people used to make YouTube videos all the time, they would make like jokes that were like super obvious, but like also ones that still required a little bit of brain power. So I'm gonna do that sometimes, you know, where it requires like a bit of brain power where I'm gonna say something out of the fucking like ordinary, but like just recognize.
I had anger issues when I was younger, but now I'm zen.
Ba-choom ching. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Like, just fair warning, there's always gonna be like, I am very old school, so there's gonna be some things I'm just going to say that will like, that I'm just gonna have to hope that you guys catch on, so, fair warning. You know? That's what YouTubers used to do all the time, the fact that they actually talk about, I get that there's people that actually talk like, you know, the jokey ways, literally, but the best way to sometimes like counter that is to just be a person that like, you know, like reminds people how silly it used to be back then. So, but you know.
Born in Montreal, Canada, this 29-year-old who aspires to be the greatest daredevil in the world has already proved doctors wrong when he stepped out of his wheelchair many years ago. It was during this period of hospitalization that the human fly concept was born. With little to do during this period, the human fly had plenty of time to read comic books and to watch television. And it was through this medium that the human fly was first exposed to the antics of Evel Knievel.
Rick
No?
Rojat was a Canadian stuntman in the 70s who went by the pseudonym The Human Fly. Now, The Human Fly was also a character in Spider-Man comics debuting in January of 1976, but the real guy was already going around doing stunts. Namely, he rode a plane. No, I mean, he rode the plane on the outside. He was said to give most of his earnings from his stunts to charity funds as well, setting an RLSH precedent. In
That's fucking like terrifying that he would actually stand on top of a plane, a moving fucking plane. That is terrifying.
1977, he was contracted by a bunch of singers to make a hydrogen-powered jet motorcycle capable of jumping 27 buses. This officially...
Okay, bye.
Oh.
Take care, fellas. So, Kohler, what is new with you?
Wait, is that where that guy came from? I didn't know that. Is that... Hold on. Whoa. Okay, RLSH is so far back that that's like the fucking 20 buses jump thing was from him? Really?
He beats Evel Knievel's record of 13 at the halftime show. And what a show it was, as he beat the record, but unfortunately crashed the motorcycle on a landing and broke his ankle, along with several other injuries. And he did all of these stunts.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, I don't remember it, but I remember being told it, and I'm like, I had no like, this is a thing that,
Again,
like, a
we've always
lot
been
of
here.
people would know. Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry, my wife woke up and I kinda had to basically help her fall back asleep.
Oh, sure, no problem. I'm sorry.
Back now, Key.
Mm-hmm. Is she okay? Did she need like some water or something first though? Is she just like dehydrated or something, or just so at the very least that you know?
Stunts in his signature costume, and his widespread fame led to him getting a short comic series that was inspired directly by him, made by Marvel. In these comics, his stories went a little bit differently, but the likeness and the main gist of being a stuntman, those are still at the forefront. Funnily
That dream. Okay.
enough, in his comics, Spider-Man makes an appearance mistaking him for the villain of the same name who appeared the year prior. The Human Fly, Rick Rojat, has disappeared after his injuries from...
I'm not gonna lie, I've been having those as well, man. I've been having some crazy fucking stressful dreams, and I've been like waking up like panicking sometimes. Yeah. To say my brain is say I'm doing God damn it, dude, my fucking cold sore, my mouth is destroying me. Anyway.
The big one. His last known residence was in Fergus, Ontario.
I'll be there about
OMGC.
4:20. Over now.
We're gonna be bridging the gap between the past and the present, or the future, with this entry, with Captain Ozone, aka William Jones
I'm so
Ozone.
confused.
Now, Captain Ozone's story actually begins in 6200 AD. That's right, thousands of years into the future. You see, in the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the world population, and by 2030,
That's scarily accurate. Oh god. Oh.
35, as robot space probes explored Mars, they found an unusual device, a time machine made to look like a common household fixture for camouflage. By 2039, Captain Ozone was tasked by the Pentagon for a mission to travel back in time and equip the past with technology and sentiments needed to avoid the disparities of the future. And that timeline...
Glad that it got very fantasy after that, because oh
I
my
don't get it.
god. What do you mean you don't get it? This? Hold on. Oh shit, hold
being a
on.
helping hand to your
Wait.
but the likeness and the main gist of being a stuntman,
Sorry.
his injuries. Ozone's story actually begins in 6200 AD. That's right, thousands of years into the future.
Not
You see,
this.
in the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the world population. And by 2035, as 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the world population. And by the future, you see, in the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the world population. And by 2030, you see, in the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated
This is the guy
11%
who
of
inspired
the
Captain
world
Planet.
population. And by 2030,
Yeah. This is the guy that inspired Captain Planet.
No, why is it so
Yeah.
fast?
Why is it so fast? Why is what so fast? Yeah, I mean, oh
Damn.
god, dude. Yeah, I really don't like that it predicted, like, let's hope that doesn't happen.
The video.
But Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I know the video's fast. Yeah, so Captain Ozone was
The timeline is so on point.
yeah, in 2030s, apparently the story goes in 2030, like about 11% of the population is already gone because of like an oil war. Like or an oil war like between like a bunch of, hold on, what was it again? Hold on, let me see.
You see, in the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the world population.
Yeah, nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the population. Oh god. Oh, that sounds they got into a nuclear war because of oil. I wonder how, man.
Let's hope he changed the timeline.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I'm just everything that's been happening.
It is so fast and I don't understand.
Yeah, all he's saying is, so in 2030, all of the war got what do you call it? There was an oil war that ended up causing a nuclear war that eliminated about 11% of the population. Does that sound familiar at all? Anybody just a little bit familiar with, everything going on? If that doesn't sound familiar, I would like to be as blissful as you right now. God damn it. What a fucking wild, catch. Do you live in the US? Let me say, well, actually, no, even if you didn't live in the US. Hold on.
I fell asleep for a minute.
Yeah, I'm kind of falling asleep myself because I forgot to take some vitamin D.
And by 2035, as robot space probes explored Mars, they found an unusual device, a time machine made to look
How are
like
you
common
misinformed?
household
No
fixture
offense
for
intended.
camouflage.
Are you this uninformed? No offense intended. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking, we are literally in this exact, we were in, not the 2035 one, but the 2031. Hold on.
And by 2035, as the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the
stuff is
world
so fast that I do
population.
not
And by
understand anything.
2035, you see, in the 2030s, the timeline Captain Ozone is originally from got into an oil war, causing nuclear warfare that eliminated 11% of the world population. And by 2035,
That's exactly what happened. That's what's happening right now. So I literally just explained it to you. Like, I literally just said it to you. In this story, in 2030, the world went into war because of an oil war, right? They were in an oil war and it caused a nuclear war because of that, and it knocked out about 11% of the population.
Holy, that's too damn accurate.
Yeah, it's literally just what's happening right now. I just cannot fucking, that's just happening right now.
Here we go. Let's hope it works next timeline.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, you notice how a lot of even let's see. So Persona 5 Royal became real. Virtual Insanity became real. Virtual Insanity, the song became real, and now this is becoming real. Captain Laserhawk became real with AI replacing art. What the fuck is going on, man? Jesus Christ, man. It's I know that artists were kind of making this shit, but you notice how artists were
Sorry, my mind is much cause of little space.
You're good. Yeah, dude, artists have
We are in the bad timeline.
Yeah, dude. Artists have literally, it's so fucking crazy because for fucking over since the 80s, artists have been consistently artists time and time again have been telling people giving people a set of things that would happen if we kept continuing down a certain path. And the funny thing is, we try to fix it and we try to not do the path that artists would predict, but then people
We've been
go
without fail.
Yeah, but then people go backwards, and then it's not even that. It's we go past that and we actually do it, and then we take a full U-turn, and then all of a sudden we hit that timeline again. And that's what's happening again. again, dude, I'm getting so fucking tired of like the fact that like artists predict all this shit and it keeps fucking happening. It's like they predict all of this stuff every single fucking time, and it's like I get the idea that it's fiction, but it's like the reason, like, but at the same time, just artists predict it because it's like based off of like real evidence that existed, and now it's there. I hate it, man. It's like they like, you know, for years artists have predicted the future, and like, and just people just don't listen to the artists sometimes. It's like everybody's so fully enveloped in technology that they forget the people that are the enemy of technology. They're the messengers against technology.
5. As robot space probes explored Mars, they found an unusual device, a time machine made to look like a common household fixture for camouflage. By 2039, Captain Ozone was tasked by the Pentagon for a mission to travel back in time and equip the past with technology and sentiments needed to avoid the disparities of the future. And that timeline is the one we're in right now. Originally, Captain Ozone was sent back to March 13th, 1989
Yeah, you don't say.
in Washington, D.C. However, he ended up in Washington State in the city of Bellingham. His time machine also happened to land right on top of a
That's
car,
funny.
too. As he landed in the past, the holopedia he brought back with advanced schematics of future tech, as well as the time machine, had gotten fried, possibly from all the time traveling itself. The perilous effects of the time traveling also hit the world in 1989, as much of the world experienced a huge blackout. So with no schematics and no time machine, Captain Ozone did the only thing he had left and relentlessly warned us about the future we must avoid. He did this by appearing in pop culture like music videos and
Why am I pausing it? Why am I pausing it? What happened? Oops. Shit. Damn it, where was I?
war, causing nuclear war a common household fixture for camouflage. By 2039, Captain Ozone was tasked by the Pentagon for a mission to travel back in time and
Now this isn't the real
If time
part.
thing exists.
If time thing exists? No. That's not real. But like, it's specifically like.
Does it mean?
Doesn't mean what?
a time machine made to look like a common household fixture for camouflage. By 2039, Captain Ozone was tasked by the Pentagon for a mission to travel back in time and equip the past with technology and sentiments needed to avoid the
Oh my god, I didn't even recognize. His fucking name is Captain Ozone too, which is like, oh dude, that's, oh my god, that really just is like, that just is so much like irony. It's so much irony, like the fact that like that his name is even like a warning.
That's just the story for the guy who made the Captain Ozone persona.
It's just the story for the guy that made the Captain Ozone persona. I know. I just think it's like really fucking funny that this dude, like, it's just crazy that even partial of the story was like correct, and I fucking hate that. But his name is even Captain Ozone too, and I didn't even notice that for a second. I'm like, that explains a lot. That explains why he was like scarily
He was on
accurate
point.
about 2030. Yeah.
disparities of the future. And that timeline is the one we're in right now.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? He was on point, like the craziest thing, he was on point about that fucking timeline, but the hilarious part about it is like we were about to not hit that.
There
Like
can be an option to go back in time before the Pokemon scalpers exist.
we could go back in fucking time before like fucking, you know, when advancements were actually happening. Like I really hate the fact that like we actually would have just not, I don't know. I really hate the fact that like corporations are so greedy that like, or Exxon and Shell are so fucking greedy that that like, you know, they cut ties with European like, you know, technology. You know, if we didn't cut ties with them, we would probably be winning the AI war right now. Just saying. Anyway, enough about politics.
Originally, Captain Ozone was sent back to March 13th, 1989 in Washington, D.C. However, he ended up in Washington State in the city of Bellingham. His time machine also happened to land
He
right on
should've just
top
listened
of
to
a
the
car,
man. He
too.
was on point
As he
about the
landed in the past, the holopedia he brought back with advanced schematics
Should just listen to the man. He was on point about the future. Of course he was. Usually artists are. You know, they always will be. Usually they are, and unfortunately I really hate how accurate it is, but it's true.
of future tech, as well as the time machine, had gotten fried, possibly from all the time traveling itself. The perilous effects of the time traveling also hit the world in 1989, as much of the world experienced a huge blackout. So with no schematics and no time machine, Captain Ozone
I don't know why. I always expect him to say like, I always expect him to say like 09, like, you know, 09, 01, 1980, 1990, or sorry, I don't know, like 2001 or some, yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
To the only thing he had left and relentlessly warned us about the future we must avoid. He did this by appearing in pop culture like music videos and started movements in 1989, including promoting the use of hydrogen fuel and beginning Eco Art Day, in which encourages artists to scavenge and recycle what some would think is trash into art decor. This catapulted him into popularity.
Of course, he was art culture too. Great. God, fucking Christ, man. Making fun of the fact of machine over, like, making art over a machine. God, oh God, I hate how well this, I hate the predictions of the future with this. All right, anyway. Oh, and sorry, you know, also a dude that just, like, was pushing for renewable energy and, you know, in order to make sure that we don't have a terrible future. God damn.
It even directly inspired Captain Planet the following year. In the 90s, he started in loads of PSAs to save the planet and began another program to inspire the youth to star in their own environmental PSAs. And in the 2000s to 2010s,
I don't actually remember him, like, in those PSAs, which is kind of crazy, because I feel like I should have
I want to go back in time where stores and
guy.
pharmacies had booster pads and affordable diapers, even Pokemon cards not scalped by jerks.
I want to go back to a time where stores and pharmacies had booster pads and affordable diapers, even Pokemon cards. Yeah, well, I just want to go back to, here's the thing. It's not the fact that I want to go back in time. It's the fact that I want to fix our it's not the fact I want to go back in time. It's the fact that I just don't, like, I don't, you know, I just don't want to, like, you know, I just want the stuff that we didn't undo to not be undone, right? Like, simple as that. Because if we just, like I said, just, you know, if our fucking, like, if our people acted like how the fucking Canadian leader acted, we would be fine. Simple as that. Like, the Canadian leader, the Netherlands leader, the fucking German leader, like, all of these fucking people are, like,
so you know how in urban fantasy books there's a secret world of fantastic whatever. Clearly it's more realistic than one would think.
You know how in urban fantasy books there's a secret world of fantastic whatever. Clearly it's realistic than one would think. Oh yeah, for sure. Doesn't surprise me. You know, artists have kind of predicted, like, this type of technological, like, dystopian future for years and trying to warn people not to have that happen. But here's the fucking problem. While people were trying to make sure that we didn't have a terrible fate, there was obviously all these fucking idiots that, like, that clearly didn't understand, like, didn't have, like, artistic comprehension. So basically they were like, they basically just call everything, like, you know, they call everything fucking woke and shit, despite it being, like, better for humanity. Like, these people are uneducated and just fucking stupid because they don't want to understand, like, basic artistic culture. Because artistic culture is how we used to, you know, try to prevent ourselves from doing something terrible in the future. Hence the reason why even, like, you know, before COVID, we were allied with
One idiot
Europe.
can throw a stone into a lake. It takes 5 wise men to get it back.
Exactly. Well, this is the thing, man. It's like, yeah, exactly that. One idiot can throw a stone into a lake, but if 5 wise men can go back, there you go. Form of literature. Good job. Limerick. What do you call it? Yeah, I mean, not a limerick, but you know what I mean. Yeah, this is the reason why we allied heavily with Europe in, like, 2018, 2019, because of the simple fact that, how do I say it? It's because of the simple fact that they had, like, they were trying to prevent the technology we had now, which it benefited us in the future because Germany had a vaccine, you know, for COVID at the time. If that wasn't the case, then nobody would have the COVID vaccine. So, you know, it's like nobody, like, you know, more people would have died. So.
I think you're thinking of Proverbs.
Proverbs, thank you. Yeah. And then after that, obviously, like, you know, It's like that's the reason why technological advancements were happening and emissions were lowering and things were just getting better. It's just the problem is like, a lot of things we've adopted off of Europe, but unfortunately, our current fucking leaders, for some odd reason, don't want to do that shit. Hell, even if we're fucking allying with China, we could at least, I don't know, copy their fucking technology. Because even China doesn't like high emissions. Like, I know that sounds crazy. Like, sorry, I know I'm getting into politics again, but it's just true. China doesn't even... China shoots, like, business owners if they pollute too much. Like, they just shoot, like, factory owners if they pollute too much. So, like, they straight up, like, they don't fuck around. So it's like, I'm not saying that we should shoot people that, like, fucking own, like, giant factories and be, like, killing billionaires, but, like, at least to the level where, I feel like we should at least,
Can we continue, please?
Yeah, sorry. I feel like we just shouldn't be rewarding places like Exxon and Shell, and JP.
The hype unfortunately slowly began to die down. He began yet another movement called the Green Power Rally, but the movements, they just weren't really going anywhere. So today Captain Ozone helps more behind the scenes to promote more zero-emission energy options. Now, listen up, people.
That's fair, so wow, that's a shot. Anyway,
because this is super, super important, all right? We have less than a decade till that time machine ends up on Mars, so we better hope that it's still there in this timeline too, all right? Let's get looking. We gotta get looking now. Maybe it's already there. Maybe it's been there. Who knows? And now we're actually back to the present day with a team that started in 2023. The Justice Foundation is a team of RLSH directly inspired by the Justice League. Not the Extreme Justice League, just the Justice League. The idea floated around the Flash's mind in 2021 when he first built electric skates to patrol in, which are really cool, by the way. Unfortunately, patrolling solo in a small town led to very little action needed. Boy, do I know that feeling. So in 2023, the Flash had been in contact with several other superheroes.
There's none in my state, and I live in a pretty decent-sized city. And to be fair, my city's not rampant with cold cubes, so, which is kind of surprising, but... yeah, so I mean, just saying. It's like, would be nice to have these guys around, even though kind of not much happens here. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, people, even like a couple of years ago, just weren't really, there wasn't that much crime, I'll tell you that. There wasn't that much crime, like, a couple of years ago. Probably the crime's gonna increase now that everybody's starving, but,
And decided to join forces and have a wider network of help.
I know this sounds crazy, but it's like, sorry, I know I keep bringing it to politics, but it's like, Snap really helped just make people not murder people. Just saying.
They decided on Justice Foundation, mixing Justice League and the Future Foundation. The original team was the Flash,
Not much
Green
happens here
Lantern,
either, but I started
Green
being a
Arrow,
superhero.
Green Robot Man.
Yeah.
Just kidding. just Robot Man. And the old Batman. This Batman would leave due to some controversies, not fit for anyone to take up the Batman mantle.
I mean, shoot, at least glad nothing is happening over there because you hurt yourself a lot anyway.
And a new Batman would take his place. However, we aren't there yet. And finally, the absolute GOAT, Superman. Hell yeah, Superman! So in 2024, the team would attend and help with Chicago Hope, and also recruit both Wonder Woman and Blue Beetle.
I'm so afraid that, like, some company is gonna try to sue their ass too, though, because they are just like a Justice League. I'm very afraid. Luckily, it's not Marvel. It's mostly not Marvel. It's like DC heroes. So I have a feeling DC is a little bit more chill about it, because I'm always afraid that's like, if it's like a Marvel superhero, they're gonna be like Disney's gonna fucking just like hammer them down, because fucking Disney, two companies you don't even try to go near.
Yeah, DC is fine with it as far as I know.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. DC is like kind of like Sega. Sega's chill as fuck. Sega and Disney and Nintendo are like the worst type of companies you could ever, like, you just don't ever even try to attempt to use their properties, because they will just destroy the shit out of you and make you go bankrupt forever. Yeah,
because it's owned by Disney, and Disney will find any way to sue ya.
Yeah, exactly. But DC and Sega, on the other hand, are on the complete opposite side of the spectrum. If we have like a chart here, or not a chart here, but if we have like a timeline here, like here's the evil side, or here's one side, or oops.
I have talked to the Flash, Superman, and Batman from the Justice Foundation. Good folks, but Batman is a little annoying.
That's fair. He's probably going to be. There's always going to be somebody that's. Here's the thing: just because someone is like, how you say it? Usually the most annoying people usually sometimes have the best heart, though, because if he's loud, if he's not loud, but if he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait for that.
I've gotten 2 Lobster Fest ads in a row. WTF? Ad over.
Lobster Fest, nice. Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about like company wise, for companies that tend to be like chill about a lot of things, you know, I will say, yeah, this is if you want like chill ass companies, I would say like DC and like Sega are like over. Oops, hold on. I'd say that like DC and Sega are like right here, where they're not like fully okay with it, but like, or not fully okay with it. They're definitely like super okay with it, or like pretty okay with it. But like, you know, they're not trying to go to like the level where it's like, oh, okay, you can just have this without having some kind of creative input, right?
Happy
So, like,
Chinese New
they're
Year,
still
FR.
a company, but they also are pretty chill about like what you do with them. Sega, I would say, is probably pretty cool with it, just because they love hiring
wearing red.
people that make
DC is chill with folks doing RLSH with their characters.
yeah, you know. And then there's like Sega, which just lets them do like kind of Sega. I would feel like isn't
I'm
even
so confused.
here. We're talking about companies that are chill about, or that would like you know, companies you just don't make stuff out of because they'll just like sue the shit out of you if you don't like what do I call it, if you dare even try to do something as simple as just you like, you know, even make like a parody
Chinese.
of their character.
I hope you are
and
not
shit.
playing Crash Bash.
I'm not playing Crash Bash. No, we luckily passed it. I have a crystal now, so I'm okay.
Sega actually has hired people who make fan games. I just
yeah.
joined. What we talking ABT? New Year. Good.
Just joined. What are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about how companies like are
Chinese New Year is on February 17th this year.
So the new how you say it? The new freaking how you say it? So that we're talking about like
That's why I said Happy New Year.
Someone sent like an RLSH video again. So we're talking about a lot of like superheroes, but we're talking about like how the fact that a lot of them are just like one of the groups are like just literally DC characters. And I was talking about the fact how like I'm just glad they're not Marvel characters, because Marvel characters will like Disney,
nice. Happy Chinese New Year 3.
Disney would find like a way to like sue the shit out of what do I call it? Would find a way to sue the shit out of like these guys.
Wait, China was still in 2025.
Reason. Probably. Yeah, and then there's how you say it? Yeah, so DC, Sega is like definitely right here. Sega is definitely on this end. Like DC, I would say, isn't like so far
Now,
as Sega.
After us started 2026. T.
They're not like as far, like they're not like super far as Sega. Sega just like, if somebody makes a fan game,
YKS is behind everyone, right?
You know, us is behind everyone, right? What do you mean? Oh, US is behind everyone? I just like to talk about my colleagues with you. That's fair. Yeah, no, I mean, you know, Sega's always the coolest out of all of it. If somebody makes a fan game of any of their games, they will always just like hire that person, right? You know. And then, you know, then who would be before DC? Probably who's before DC? I would say, depending on it, like certain indie games are usually like between these two, or like are usually, I would say indie games are kind of where DC is, though. It's kind of like they're okay with it, just don't go too far with it. Who exactly would I say? Minecraft is probably the one that would that I would say like Microsoft is the one that probably is like they let you mod their stuff, but they also are like, you know, just keeping a sharp eye on everything for sure. So Petted Tigox need to understand time zones to world domination. Yes, unfortunately. I just a Petted Tigox. Truth. True. Hope you're comfortable. Yeah, I don't know. I would say Microsoft would probably be here. Ever since the AI slop thing, they'll probably go like over here somewhere. But for now, they're like right there. Oops. So there's that. And then maybe no, Disney is very bottom of the totem pole on of how supportive of fan content they are. Oh yeah, Nintendo and Disney, bro. Nintendo and Disney is super fucking yeah. They're I literally had
Oh wait,
like
can I rant a bit?
when I worked
Ever since Disney got rid of Club Penguin, I have hated them.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. I've gotten a cease and desist from Disney before. Like I worked for like this like third party company and they gave me like a cease and desist because like from fucking something I made. And so I had to take down my shit because they gave me a cease and desist
And I will sail the 7 seas in Minecraft for Nintendo games.
despite like me making like no profit from it. So that was fun.
How is the pup scared? No biting, sad face.
Tale of the Seven Seas of
Nintendo
Minecraft.
and Disney get no money from me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Nintendo is like I would say probably, let's see. Cuz Nintendo is definitely the one that will grill you. Disney is like is not too far behind them, honestly.
One of my relatives was an animator for Disney. He has horror stories about how the job was.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I bet Disney fucking sucks. It's the place of magical family friendly movies, which obviously with a fucking company like that that's trying to like sell wholesomeness, they are obviously the least wholesome type of company. It's like, you know, like I
You
try
jet wave a mushy Wayne of baby mode.
yeah. I am definitely not a fan of I'm not a fan of I say I'm not a fan of Disney. I'm not a fan of like the type of shit that they do, you know. These guys are the most evil company despite being the E for everyone company. And then who would be someone not as bad as them? Cuz let's see. We have Sega, which lets people do anything. Then we have like DC and like indie games that obviously are fine with people just using their characters. And then there's then this one I'm not sure. Then there's Microsoft, which again, Microsoft is starting to slowly go over here somewhere. They're slowly starting to shift the way that's like, oh yeah, we can't use our stuff anymore, or you can't modify our stuff anymore. But who would be like slightly before Disney? I'm kind of or slightly like not as bad as Disney. Trying to think here. Would you say YouTube? Nah, YouTube's pretty bad.
Guess who got given some money by a citizen I helped?
YouTube-
I actively tried to refuse it.
YouTube doesn't sue a bunch of people though. Guess who got given some money by a citizen I helped? Actively tried. Yeah, that's fine. You know, if it's an elderly person, you have no choice. They won't give you a choice. You have to just accept it. What was I gonna say? Maybe YouTube doesn't sue people. Who sues people? Not Warner Bros. Not Paramount. God. Is it maybe just like fucking like presidents, like our leaders? Is that what it is? Is it just our like political leaders that fucking sue people? That like, I mean, they don't just buy. They don't like just sue people for money. They like.
Out leaders, yeah.
I would say they're like slightly better
Sounds about right.
than Disney and Nintendo. Because Disney and Nintendo are pretty fucking evil. Our politicians are pretty evil, but you know, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. Our leaders are just arrogant. Let me say that. They're ignorant. Like, they're just to the level where they're not very intelligent. Like, and companies take advantage of them. Like, right now, Walmart is kind of like where Disney is at the moment, because like Walmart like is the one that is like behind our what do you call it, behind our current leaders, like PayPal and shit and all that. Yeah.
Bye, Noman, I'm just a fluffy little tiger fox hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what would be considered like the worst version. I'm not sure exactly what would be like before that. Anyway, alright, let's move on.
And Blue Beetle also recruited Booster Gold. After Hope, they all went back to their local locations to patrol and help their own communities. However, Booster Gold at this time had to leave due to life getting in the way, and boy, do I also know that feeling. So, okay, now we're there. This is also when the team had a falling out with the imposter Batman. So Blue Beetle took up the mantle instead due to having the most experience as an RLSH, officially starting under various mantles in 2019. These teams show off a pipeline into RLSH stemming from cosplaying, as that's where a lot of them got their start originally. People think you need some tragic backstory to be a hero. However, a hero is somebody who helps when they really didn't have to, and so, having no incentive whatsoever, no
I'm technically a villain, and I have a tragic backstory. No, I'm kidding.
tragic story of parents dying
Hello
to
again,
motivate
fellas.
you, it's very heroic in its own right. If you feel
Hi,
like
welcome
being
back
a
to
helping hand to
Mako.
your community, do it. Speaking of cosplay pipeline leading to RLSH, let's talk about the ISCU. The
ARFS.
ISCU stands for Instagram Superhero Cinematic Universe. Don't let the name fool you,
I've actually heard of these guys though. Hold on.
though, because some of them are on TikTok and YouTube too. So the
Yeah.
ISCU really got popping off with Gamma Guy in 2024, starting a sort of roleplay superhero story on Instagram. And shortly after that, a few others with their own characters decided to join in too, like Colonel Korn, whose character was actually
Yes. Okay, I am familiar with this guy.
made back in
Yes.
2021, but retroactively joined the ISCU. Other notable names are Squirrel Sentinel and B-Boy. It originally was just a bunch of superhero personas role-playing in different group chats with each other, right? And through some reels. And
I
it
have a
garnered
tragic
a lot of
backstory,
popularity.
but it's not much compared to some of the others in the
villains.
community.
Let's see. I have a tragic backstory, but it's not much compared to some others of the others in the community. Yeah, I mean, I have something, but it's actually something from my real life. So
Go back a few SECS and zoom in.
back to a few seconds and zoom in. Let's see. Where?
It originally was just a bunch of superhero personas role-playing in different group chats with each other, right? And through some reels.
Where am I zooming in at?
And it garnered a lot of popularity and attracted some villains too, like Mr. Maze, who was actually an evil version of Colonel Korn from an alternate dimension. And he was starting this whole...
All right,
Oh,
so I googled
yeah.
it, and the Dookie start symbol said the burn furs haven't made a significant comeback. I don't know, man. So is my backstory. It's related to my health problems.
This is kind of weird because I've heard of this. I've heard of this.
More.
Okay. All right. Where am I going back to, if you don't mind me asking? Are you talking about this?
There.
Okay. What? The artwork? Or what? Confused.
Hello guys, I am Bisky.
Hello, Bisky. How is work? How is errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Yeah. Why would you be intruding? It's a live stream. It's not like, yeah, oh,
Yes.
how dare you come into a live stream
New
that's
person,
open
shocked.
to the public. Oh my gosh, how crazy. No, but seriously, how is work? How is errands?
I don't
How is
know.
your day in general?
Seems like it's getting pretty serious in chat.
It's getting pretty serious. What?
So my backstory is, in short, I made a lot of mistakes, hurt some people. After a diagnosis for a chronic disease, I started doing good to try to atone for my past. Since in my mind I was a dead man walking. After getting better
We're-
mentally, I continue to do good, not out of guilt, but because this has helped me in so
we're-
many ways, and it helps others too.
We're talking about a story called Real Life Superheroes. It's a story. We're talking about like a fandom called Real Life Superheroes. That's the reason why people are talking about that kind of stuff right now. It's like it's like a fandom that like
I thought everyone was sharing their experiences.
no, yeah. No, it's like this group called Real Life Superheroes that like they're community service people pretty much. Like they're people that just go around like talking about like or they're
I was
people,
like, OMG.
they're people that walk around and like do like community service for people, you know, picking up trash, feeding the homeless, you know, like food banks, like volunteer work, that kind of stuff. You know.
We do community service in superhero suits.
Yeah.
For those muzzles and Bisky, I'm Tig Tig.
Hello.
That's good like the Batman guy?
The Batman guy? Kinda, but actually real, apparently. Because I guess that guy was, like, not entirely a real version of that.
Which one?
There's a lot of them, I guess, but... Unless you're talking about, like, the one from Kick-Ass.
Don't let the names fool you though, because some of them are on TikTok and YouTube too. So the ISCU really got popping off with Gamma Guy in 2024, starting a sort of roleplay superhero story on Instagram. And shortly after that, a few others with their own characters decided to join in too, like
Colonel. Unless a furry makes fun of me. And yeah, remember when you apologized? Yeah, that's that. But anyway, Bapping Bisky.
Let's see. Bapping Bisky?
This chat is crazy, lol.
What's crazy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really call it crazy. It's actually pretty slow compared to normal.
For me, my father and mother divorced, and at 16 my dad disowned me, so now I am a therapist for younger people wanting to be able to give others the help I never was able to get when I was younger. I like the safe space tag.
Like the safe space tag? Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I'm a furry.
I don't know. I try to be that person that's like, it's not like, yeah, I am still a TV.
Replying to Bisky, this chat is crazy, lol. Well, I am definitely crazy. You do need to be crazy to become a superhero. Oh, that's so kind of you, June.
You know,
furries are cool. Laughing face.
You know, it's crazy. I was crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. I was crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats. Anyway, all right, I'll stop. Yeah, I do remember Mr. Maze, or like the Maze. I've seen a few of these guys around, even though
one time I was diagnosed with OCD.
Something much more. You can get undiagnosed with OCD. That's a little wild.
What the dog doing?
Who's a dog? No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room filled with rats, and rats make me crazy.
Yeah, there we go. That. Yes. Yeah, I remember Mr. Maze at one point. I didn't recognize, again, another group of people that I just had no idea was a part of like this type of group.
Can I get a 3 in chat?
This was like a group. Can I get a 3 in chat?
No, I was diagnosed with OCD, and now I'm diagnosed with OCD and autism and depression.
Ah, I see.
Bisky.
Really came in for the upgrade. I see. Of course, congratulations. Glad you can rank up that high.
The RLSH community has been here for years, just very niche, and difficult to see if you don't know it exists.
Yeah, I just never thought about that.
I was crazy once. They locked me in a room on Epstein's Island, for legal reasons. This is a joke.
What?
Okay, I will give a 3 in chat. Me am the little fluff in YT.
Hold on. Give a 3 in chat. Well, it's not a 3, it's like the 2 dots plus like it's the ooh thing. It's hold on. Or not the ooh thing, it's like the colon 3.
3.
Like this one.
Oh, the butt chin thing.
Butt chin? It's a cat. It's a cat face. What are you talking about, butt chin? It's not Wario. Even though that would be really funny.
Oh, I thought it was a butt chin. Pounces Bisky.
No,
Laughing face.
it's like a cat face. You know how like when they draw like a cat face, they draw like two eyes and they draw like a little nose and then they draw like the three
I am getting attacked by Purr.
being attacked by Purr. It's all right.
Carrot,
you
carrot.
know. Yeah,
Replying to Bisky. Oh, I thought it was a butt chin. It isn't a butt chin. It's a little cat face.
yeah, it's a cat face.
W.
Even though I think it would be really funny every time that even though I think it would be really funny just like, thinking about it that way, and then the
I like dogs.
the little face goes, Wario. That would be funny, because Wario's got a butt chin. Anyway, his chin's a butt.
Corn, whose character was actually made back in 2021, but
What about his face?
retroactively joined the ISCU. Other notable names are Squirrel Sentinel and B-Boy. It originally was just a bunch of superhero personas role-playing in
I
different
should
group
probably go
chats
on
with
patrol
each other,
soon.
right? And through some
Tongue's
reels,
sticking out.
and it garnered a
I
lot
also
of
like doggos.
popularity and attracted some villains too, like Mr. Maze, who was actually an evil version of Colonel Corn from an alternate dimension. And he was starting this whole timeline of alternate
See, that's what I'm like wondering is like, yeah, this is the reason why I think I should do like the real life supervillain thing, because like I just have to figure out exactly like what I would even do with that, because like it's gotta be like so like, because again, the real life
like this.
super villains, I like DHMIS.
Bisky, I am a tiger fox hybrid, so pretty much a little kitten slash puppy.
I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't know exactly like how to do the real life supervillain thing, because it seems like what they do is they do stuff to get like real life superheroes to be more active in like
what?
something else, or to like plan something. Like with this, it's like, he sabotages like a cereal box or something, like something very harmless, but then like gets him like to do something else, right? Like it like builds up to something else. And that's what I'm just kind of
Just be chaotic in a harmless way in a funny suit. That's acceptable.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to be like chaotic, but like the point I notice with a lot of like the real life supervillains is what they do is they do something.
I think it's okay to be yourself.
They do something.
I like
to,
Isaac. Also video games.
They do something to like.
Unless you are hurting someone.
Yeah, no, yeah, don't hurt anybody. Yeah, like you have to like do something.
Feline / canine.
You have to like do something to basically like, and then like to get them to do like a good deed, like to kind of be like, hey, here's the plan, here's like this bad thing I'm doing, quote unquote bad thing, you're not really doing anything bad.
Does anyone else like to miss?
But then people go out and like, and then the heroes go out and actually do that like community service, if that makes any sense. It sounds crazy, but like it does, like, or not crazy. It sounds, it sounds interesting. I just don't know exactly how I would like get people to do out with something. I would have to maybe like.
It's like a motivational game for the heroes and villains to do more good together.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I would just have to figure out something, because like my whole thing would be like, I just want to get a bunch of artists into like a park, but I have to figure out
don't know
like
what that is.
how to get people involved in that, I don't know. I just would have to figure out like how to get those guys to like also join, It's like that's the whole point, is just like the whole thing is like, ooh, the villain does like,
You guys don't know what miss is? Bruh.
like they do crazy things, and then they bring out, then they
Good
like,
news. I'm putting together a team.
ooh, that sounds fun as hell. I don't know what DHMIS is. I'm old. I have
Tasty
no
Color
idea
Storm for
what that
LOL.
is.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing, Jolo? How's work?
Replying to
How's
Bisky.
Hank?
You guys don't know what miss
How's
is.
Aaron's? How's your
Bruh, don't
day
hug
in
me, I'm
general?
scared.
Oh, I see.
Send the
did not
vigilante,
know
I love
that.
you.
I did not know that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I haven't watched their show. I just, the show was alright, to be fair. It wasn't really, it's
It's an
weird
acronym.
because, like, artistically it works very well. I just kind of, I don't know, it was fine to me.
That's a good thing.
So, it's not
Replying
like
to
it
Bisky.
was like
Send
a
the vigilante,
thing
I
that,
love you.
like, I
Okay.
hated, or, like, I didn't hate
I love it, the show
it.
8, but not in the way you think.
Of the show 8, but not the way you think. Yeah. Well, I'm not saying that, like, I don't hate the show. It's fine. It's just, for some odd reason, I just, like, I, like, it's just kind of a bunch of stuff that happens.
It had a good message, but it felt odd in a way.
Yeah. It was odd, but like, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is supposed to be odd. Like, that's the weird thing. Maybe it didn't get weird enough, which sounds crazy because I like when stuff gets real. Like, which sounds crazy because I'm like a little bitch when it comes to like stuff getting too like weird or too like scary. But
Replying to
like,
Zen the Vigilante. Okay, why did I laugh at this?
yeah, I don't know.
And I like the One Miss episode where they killed the butterfly.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird because like it feels like I sometimes just never do things. It just feels like I'm not I don't know.
Arfs.
Shit. All right.
Evil versions of the ISCU. And then there are other villains like the Jizzler.
I'm not gonna show any. Show. I'm not gonna show
Anyway, Yo Color,
off any.
I want to know
of
your
the-
opinion on me being a furry. Kiki. I like a Sanic. Yeah, that guy. My least fave is the twins episode. Creeped me out. I'm not that roughhousing type, but I like being out of control once a while, because you inevitably control yourself.
What do you mean, Kabeko? My opinion as you as a person is fun. You know, I'm not. I like what you guys do. My least fave is the twins episode. Creep me out. Yeah, but it's supposed to. That's the thing. Like, it's Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable. Like, so, you know what? Maybe that's it. Maybe it just didn't make me feel uncomfortable enough. Because, like, usually it's supposed to make you feel, like, super uncomfortable.
Yeah, but no, the twins episode was way too creepy.
Yeah, but that's the point. It's supposed to be. It's Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. If it's not like creepy and like off-putting and uncomfortable, then it's like, then that's not
I felt like I was getting kidnapped.
Hug Me, I'm Scared. Yeah, well, again, probably the point. It's not meant to make you feel safe. It's a show that,
wait, what?
like...
Did you just say a thing that half the internet doesn't?
Say a thing that half the internet doesn't? What are you talking about? Yeah, it's supposed to be a creepy show. It's supposed to be like a... It's supposed to be a creepy show. It's supposed to be like a wild... Like, it's supposed to be like a off-putting, uncomfortable show. If it's not uncomfortable, then it's not Don't Hug Me,
Yeah, but I
I'm
like the one where
Scared.
they went through time that is not creepy.
Or they went through time, but it's not creepy. Yeah, but it's off-putting a little bit, though. It's like, that's the point,
So far my team has 2 members. One is Black Jacket, a superhero from Australia, and myself.
Let's see. One is Black Jacket, a superhero from Australia. Myself, that's alright. Building up a team, sounds good. I'm not gonna show off
Like,
any
most
of
people on the internet go like, oh, furry bad,
creeps.
but you're like, if you're a good guy, you're a good guy. I don't care about the label or something.
Let's see. Most people on the internet go like, oh, furry bad, but you're like, if you're
No, the
good-
twins were giving some weird vibes, and generally my fave episode from the TV show was the one where they had to get a job.
if you're a good guy, I don't care about label or something. Yeah,
So Bisky, do you watch Slush Dog, Hope Dreams, etc.?
No, the twins were given some weird vibes, and generally my favorite episode from the TV show was the one where I took care of you. Yeah. That one's interesting. I don't know. It was weird. Like, I don't know.
I don't know what those are sorry.
Yeah,
Basically, it's like, don't be a dick, and we'll get along well enough. Yeah, I guess you're an example of a good streamer, TBH. I get along with those people that no one likes.